Hey, it's John here, and I am doing a product review of Google Fi. I've had the service now for a month on my Nexus 6, and got my first bill. And I also got my welcome packet after a month that had the only thing I'm actually excited about is this big battery charger thing. Uh, it's about as heavy as my phone, so I assume it's gonna, you know, double my phone battery capacity. Um, so I switched from Straight Talk that was using AT&T's service, and I was paying about $45 a month for the service, and it had 5 gigabytes of fast data and then throttled after that to 2G or whatever. And I only averaged about 1 gigabyte a month, so I assumed, hey, if I switch to Fi, you know, 2 gigabytes would cost the same, or above 2 gigabytes would be the same as Straight Talk. So I'll probably end up saving money, and let's just try this out. Um, so the one sort of negative thing about the Fi service has been that I get these sort of stray calls that show up on Hangouts or on my phone, and then before I can answer them, they disappear, and then they don't show up in any call log either. So I don't know, did somebody really try to call me, or did I, you know, was it just some glitch in the software and it shouldn't have come to me anyway? So that's sort of annoying. The other thing is the the Google tries to route the call through Hangouts first, so my computer starts ringing in Gmail or Hangouts, whatever has Hangouts. It starts ringing before my phone does, and at first I thought that, hey, that's a great feature. I could just answer the phone call with my webcam, and that just doesn't work very well. The audio quality is bad, and people refuse to talk to me in that mode, so I don't get that nice hands-free webcam phone call that I'd like. And I don't think it's my fault, because the audio on this video is probably going to be fine. So something's bad with that. I hope they fix that, because that would be a really cool feature. The other thing people had questions about with Fi are, what are these free hotspots that they tout? And I've only seen that show up a couple of times on my phone. A little lock symbol shows up there, and basically that lets you know that you are on one of these free Wi-Fi spots. And the one time I really noticed it and tried to work with it was at a yogurt shop, and they had a real crappy internet service. So it was way worse than my 4G, and so I had to disable Wi-Fi to make the internet work at a usable speed. So that wasn't great. And besides that, I have Time Warner cable for my home internet service, and they have hotspots all over Austin that are tied into my account. So like if I go to the gym, I can stream Netflix over their Wi-Fi, and it doesn't go against my data, and I don't have any issues at all. So I'd say, especially Fi would be great if you are sort of in one of those metro areas where you can get free Wi-Fi anyway, and you don't 4G is more the exception that you need it. It'd be great for you. The other thing that was really great for me is to get the tethering back. I don't use it very often, but when you don't have tethering and you want to do some work on a laptop, it's really annoying that you can't have data on your laptop on those few times when you really want it. So having tethering re-enabled was excellent. I used that on a trip where the cable and cable internet went out at the vacation house, and I was able to get stuff done on my laptop, without having to leave the house, which is fantastic. And I got my first bill in, and I ended up, even though I went on a trip where I streamed music and stuff, I still came in under a gigabyte for the month. So I ended up saving about $15 with Straight Talk. The phone calls haven't been fantastic. They have some issues, it seems like. I've had a few dropped calls, and especially if I sort of, I like to talk outside around my house, and it seems like if I get sort of at the boundary of what my Wi-Fi range is and where it cuts out, then I've had some issues. But not bad enough to make me want to switch back. And hopefully they'll just get better and better at this. I guess the other thing that's different now is I'm really conscious about my data usage. Just because you can really see it on a daily, you can see how much tethered you've had and how much on the device, on the phone itself you've used on a daily basis, and to really think about things. And I ended up thinking, I think about when I stream music, what's the algorithm that they're using on the phone? Do they cache the song? So if I listen to the same songs over and over, do I save on data? What does a song cost me if I want to hear a new song? Is it, if it's 30 megabytes for an MP3, that's like, that song might cost me 3 cents. Is it really worth 3 cents to me to hear, the new Katy Perry song or whatever? So, that's different that I think about that now, because, every megabyte costing you a penny versus everything under 5 gigabytes is no issue. You've already paid for it anyway. Sort of like, if you've already paid for it, you want to maximize your usage, and so you just be kind of wasteful with it, versus now you sort of look the other way and think, oh, how can I avoid using data if I don't really need it? But anyway, I've had the service for a month, and it's not been bad enough to make me switch. I saved $15, and I got tethering back, so all in all, I'm pretty happy. Thanks.